Learning English with English faculties.
One of the most important things
Mm.
in being able to speak English as a language is knowing its grammar, right? That is the
Yeah.
most important thing. We should know what is the grammar of the language. Any language, as a matter of fact, requires you to know about the grammar, right? Any
Yes.
language you need to know. Now, English grammar is very complex. It is very complex and it is very, uh, difficult to understand at times. But we are going to learn this in a simplified manner. Any language you want to learn, one of the most important thing is that you need to start learning from simple things, simple sentences, simple words, and then you go on to master it, and then you start a little more complex, and then you increase the complexity as you learn. Okay. Now,
Okay.
English, one of the most important and one of the most basic thing in English language is its parts of speech, right? So,
Yes.
parts of speech, right? There are 8 parts of speech. Uh, Sometimes some books and some sites mention it as 9, but there are 8 main parts of speech, right? Parts of speech is important because these classify or put words with grammar in the with meaning in the sentence. So if you want to create a sentence, you need to put these parts of speech in the sentence to create a sentence. Okay. Now, let's first see what are these 8 parts of speech. Right? The first part of speech is called a noun. Okay. Now, this is the name of anything. Right? This is the name of anything. It can be people, right? Place, thing, emotion, right? Idea, right? Somebody's
Yes.
quality, anything in this world that has a name is a noun, first thing. Okay. Now let's take, for example, for noun, let's say Ram is a noun. Huh? Then
Yes.
Chennai, it's a place, it's a noun. Laptop, right? It's a
Yes.
place, it's a noun. Uh, Happy, it's an emotion, right? It's a
Yes.
name of an emotion, so it is a noun. Any idea, any idea. So let's say, mm, what can you put in that idea? Let's say mm, any idea. I cannot write idea in here. So any idea or any quality of somebody. Let's say he is kind, right? Or
Mm.
strong, right? Anything that has a name. Whenever you put a name to anything, that is a noun. Okay,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
So the next one is a pronoun, right?
Mm.
Now, if you see, the word pronoun has 2 words. Pro plus noun.
Hmm.
Right. What does the word
Yes.
pro means? Pro means for.
Quality.
No, for. Right.
Hmm.
Right.
Yes, sir.
It means for. So when you say pronoun, it means for noun, right? Or
Yes.
in place of noun, right? For
Hmm.
noun or in place of noun. Okay. Now,
Hmm.
what are the examples of pronoun? If I say, okay, it is a pronoun, what are the examples? Let's say I'm writing a sentence, Ram is, I give the sentence before also, right? 21
Hmm.
years old. And then again I say Ram is from Chennai, right? So I'm using
Hmm.
Ram here twice, Ram and Ram. So this is the first time I'm using Ram. This is the second time I'm using Ram. Now, in place of noun, in place of this Ram, I can also use the word he, right? So this he is the pronoun because it is used in place of noun, right? So words
Yes, sir.
like I, right? I, you, they, right? He, hmm,
Hmm.
she, it. All these are pronouns. Okay. So
Okay.
noun is number one, pronoun is number two. Let's see the next one. Number three. Number three is verb. We usually say it as verb. It is not verb. The actual pronunciation is verb. Okay.
Hmm.
So, verb. Now, verb is an action, any action, right? Any action or the condition or the state that it is in. Not the state in Tamil Nadu state, but the condition it is in, right? That is a
Hmm.
verb. Okay. So what does this do? This describes this describes what the subject is doing. This describes what the subject is doing or its state of being, how the subject is. Right? Two places. Right? For example, what examples we can have here is, let's say, walk, right? Or
Hmm.
talk, right? Or
Hmm.
live. Live is an action, but it is how you are living right now. This is a state, right? I live,
Hmm.
I live alone. So it is my condition. How am I living? I'm living alone. I live alone. So this is also a verb. I walk every day. So I'm talking about an action here, right? So this is
Hmm.
also a verb. Okay. So
Okay.
any word that tells us about an action or tells us about the state of being is a verb. All right. The next one is adjective.
Fourth.
Right.
Fourth.
This is fourth, right? So the next one is adjective, right? Adjective.
Yes.
Now, adjective describes a word, right? Now,
Hmm.
there is a different way to understand this, but this is only for understanding. This is not the actual. So this adjective is made of two words, ad plus jective.
Okay.
right? Adjective. So
Mm.
what you can remember is that add and objective, right? We say in the quote we say, right, what is the objective of your action, right? What is
Mm.
the reason, right? Why have you done that action, right? So it
Mm.
adds objective, or you can also say this describes a noun or pronoun, right?
Mm.
How, let's say, with noun, we take a noun. So earlier we had taken the noun as Ram, right?
Ram.
So Ram is noun. Now, if I say old Ram, oh, it is telling us Ram is how? Ram is old. How is Ram? Ram is old, right?
Old.
Yeah, old. Or I can say Ram and I can say tall Ram. So how is Ram? Tall,
Tall.
right? So this word is describing Ram, all right? So this becomes your adjective,
Adjective.
okay? This becomes your adjective,
Adjective.
yep, okay?
Okay.
All right. So let's go to the next one, and that is number 5, and that is called an adverb. Adverb, right? Now,
Mm.
adjective describes a noun, right? This
Mm.
one is used in the same manner, but for verb. If you see this word, if you see the word adverb, it has got again two, add
Two words.
plus verb,
Verb.
right?
Verb.
Right. So this what it does, this modifies, or you can say modifies a verb. So this, you can also say describes for the understanding, or modifies verb, right? This
Mm.
describes or modifies a
Modify.
verb. Yes, right? For
Mm.
example, let's take what is a verb. We said verb is an action, right?
Mm.
Let's say it's an action. So what is an action? Let's say walking, right? This is what? This is a verb, right?
Verb.
Yeah. If I say walking fast, what is this telling? This is telling the quality or describing how you are walking, right? So words which describe about your action is a adverb. So this is a adverb, right? Because it is telling us how we are doing that work, right? So when you're doing the work, let's say you are doing the work and work is eating, right? So you're eating,
Mm.
you're sitting there, you're eating. So I am going to tell Arey, how is he eating? He's eating fast. So this fast is the adverb of the verb eating. So this is verb and this is adverb. Got it?
Got it.
All right, great. Now we go to number 6. Number 6. Number
Six.
6 is called preposition. 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 Right? Now, this word shows a relation between noun and pronoun, or noun and other word. Okay. So I can say this shows relation between noun, or you can also say pronoun, and other words. For example, let's say There is two words, two noun here. One noun is book, right? The other noun is table, right? Now, these two nouns are independent, right? They are standalone, they're independent. There is no relation that you can see between a book and a table. No relation. They are two different words which are written separately. But if I put a word here on, right? If I put a word here on, so it becomes book on table, right?
Table.
So this book is this on is connecting the book and the table. So it is telling
Table.
where the book is. So if you see, it has got a position here. So it tells us about the position, about the relationship, about where it is, right? A preposition is on. It's for three different words, three different time, three different criteria. So one is time, and other is place, and other is direction. So you can have preposition of time, preposition of place, and preposition of direction. So when we get into the deeper, when we go deeper and we start studying about prepositions in detail, I will explain you how this works. But preposition, as of now, understand that it tells you the relation of position, right? Where it is, what position it is at. Just understand it like that. For the time being, that is enough. That is all we need to do. The next one, the number 7, is called conjunction. So Conjunction, conjunction. So if you see, there is a word junction here, right? Junction means to add, right? Right? It also means to add. So these are connecting words. Connecting words, right? They connect words, right? They connect phrases, or clauses, right? As of now, we will see this as simply as this. So words like and, right? Words like and, words like but, right? Words like so, words like or, these are all connectors, right? They connect Ram and Ravi, right? So this is connecting Ram and Ravi. The word and here is the conjunction because it is connecting Ram and it's connecting Ravi, right?
Okay.
Now, the 8th one is interjection. That is I-N-T-E. Oh, I was using a red pen here, right? So we'll keep the red pen. I-N-T-E-R-J-E-P-T-I-O-N. So interjections express emotion. They express emotions, right? Words that express emotions. Words like wow, right? Or words like ouch. What does ouch express? It expresses pain. What does wow express? This expresses excitement, right? This
Yes.
expresses pain. Most of the time, it expresses pain, right?
Yes.
Ah, So these are the 8 parts of
Which of
speech,
what?
8 parts of speech. Right? you should know. Okay?
Okay.
This much is clear?
Yes, clear, sir.
Do you want to go through this once? I will give you this copy, this digital notebook. I'll give a link to it, and you can access
Okay.
this from your phone.
Okay.
If you have an iPhone, it is easy. If you don't have an iPhone, also it is. You can access it still. You can access it, and you can see all the
Okay.
things that I have written. You can go through it, and you can practice it.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Any other questions on this?
No, sir.
No. Let's go further. Now, for you to create a sentence, right? If you want to create a sentence, how can you create a sentence? Any idea?
Full, sir.
If you want to create a sentence,
Hmm.
how can I create a sentence?
Noun plus verb.
Noun plus verb. Anything else?
No idea, sir.
Last time we spoke about this, right? Do you remember?
No, sir.
What is that you remember? Remember we spoke about how to create sentences. What are the 5 different ways to create sentences? Do you remember?
No, sir.
No? No?
Forget. Yes, sir.
You should not forget. Okay, you should refresh it. You should always go through the notes that I'm giving you so that you remember.
Okay, sir.
Okay? You should always
Okay.
remember to know how what I'm doing, because if you forget things now, then it will be very easy, very difficult for us to keep repeating it everything over and over and over again.
Okay, sir.
Okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay. Just 1 second. I was thinking to read this. Okay. Now, we have to see what are basic English sentence structure, right?
Yes, sir.
All parts of speech in English are used to make sentences, right? And all sentences include 2 parts, right? That is,
Mm.
all sentences will have 2 parts. and that is the subject and the verb. These two part is always there. Subject is the person who is doing the thing, and verb is the thing, the action that the person is doing. Right?
Yes, sir.
If a sentence does not have a subject, right? If a sentence does not have a subject, then it is not a complete sentence, right? It is not called a complete sentence. For example, if I say, let's take a word, went to bed, right? Now, what
Mm.
went to bed? Who went to bed? When went to when? Okay, maybe. When went to bed? But what is that we are talking about? We don't know, right? We don't know what we are talking about. Now, in English language, sentences are divided into three different kinds. Okay? That is simple, compound, and complex. There are three different kinds that sentences are divided into, and there are different ways how we say it is a simple sentence, how we say it is a complex sentence, how we say it is a compound sentence, right? But most English sentences, right, are created using one of these five rules. These are five rules, and one of these five rules, most sentences are created. The first one is subject plus verb, right? Or
Mm.
the next one is subject plus verb plus object, right? The third
Yes, sir.
is subject plus verb plus adjective, right? The
Yes,
fourth
sir.
is subject plus verb plus adverb. And the last one is subject plus verb plus noun, right? These are
Yes,
the
sir.
five ways we can create a sentence. Subject plus verb plus subject plus verb, subject plus verb plus object, subject plus verb plus adjective, subject plus verb plus adverb, subject plus verb plus noun.
No.
Okay. This is the
Okay.
only five ways that we can create the sentence. Now let's take an example. Subject plus verb. What can be the sentence? Okay, let's see if I can make a sentence with this subject plus verb. So subject is, let's say, Ram. Okay, verb is sleeps. Ram sleeps. Right. Okay, it is making sense. Okay, right. Subject, next one is subject plus verb plus object, right? So let's take Ram is um, playing um, Ram is playing a piano, right? Yes, Ram is playing piano. So
Piano.
in this, Ram is the subject, right?
Mm.
Is playing is the verb because it is telling about piano is a
Object.
object, right? So
Yes.
this is subject plus verb plus object. The next is subject plus verb plus adjective. What is an adjective?
Mm,
What is an adjective?
um, mm, Describe the quality of
Describe the quality of what?
mm, subject,
Noun? Subject. Okay.
noun,
Subject is fine. Yeah, noun. Subject is fine. Noun and subject is fine. Okay. So what is the next one? Subject plus verb plus adjective. Subject
adjective.
plus verb plus adjective. Right. Now for
Yes,
this, let's create a sentence. He is handsome. Right. So
yes, sir.
he is the subject,
Subject.
is the verb, handsome is the adjective. Right. He is handsome. But if I say he is very handsome, right? So in this case,
Mm,
he is the subject, right?
mm,
He is the subject, and is the verb, and very here becomes or serves as an adverb, right? Is it is how much is he? He is very. So it becomes an adverb, and handsome becomes a
subject.
adjective, right? The next one is subject plus verb plus adverb. So we have subject plus verb plus
It's adverb.
adverb, right? Subject plus verb plus adverb, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So subject, let's say see, verb, let's say things. Let's get this as small. Things fast, right? And here,
Mm,
T is the subject, things is the verb, and fast is after she sing, she sings fast. So fast becomes
adverb.
adverb, right?
Mm,
The next one is subject plus verb plus noun. That is subject plus
verb
verb
plus noun.
plus noun.
Noun.
Okay. Right?
Mm,
Now, how do you make this? Let's say subject Ravi is is let's say a father, right? So in here, Ravi becomes subject or noun, right? Is also a noun. Is becomes verb. A father becomes
noun.
very good, right?
Mm,
Okay. So these
okay.
are the 5 ways the subject is the sentence is
Sentence
created.
making.
Yeah. These are the 5 ways a sentence is
Create.
created. Right. Now, what we will do for our learning, we will follow a simple rule called the SAVO rule. S, A, B, O. In here, S is the subject, right? A is the auxiliary, V is the verb, and O is the adjective. Right? We will create our sentences in this format. S as in subject, A as in auxiliary, V as in verb, O as in object. Right? One thing we have to understand is subject is again divided into group 1 and group 2. Right? Verb is divided into V1, V2, V3, V4, and V5. Right? So these two classifications we will have to see and learn and understand. First, the subject, right? Subject has G1 and G2. Okay. Now, what does G1 mean? Any idea what does G1 mean?
No, sir.
Okay. G1 means group 1. And in here, you have I, you, they, and we. This is in group 1.
We.
Okay.
Okay.
And what is in group 2? In group 2, we have he,
Mhm.
she, and it. Okay.
Okay, sir.
He, she, and
It.
it. Right. I want you to remember it like this because I'll tell you the details later. But as of now, I want you to remember it like this. Then comes verb. Right. In verb, you have V1, which is called the base form of verb. Right? For example, let's take the word um, let's
Eat.
take this. Sorry,
Eat.
eat. Eat. You mean
Yes,
eat.
sir.
E-A-T.
Yes, sir. EAT.
E-A-T. Right. Okay.
Mm.
Eat. Yeah. We can take eat as a word. Eat is one word. Yes. We can take eat as a word. Right. So eat. Let's take eat. Right. Then V2. What is the V2 format? V2
Eat.
is called, now, V2 is called the past form of verb,
Past.
right? Past form. So eat will become ate,
Eat.
right? Eat will become
Yes, sir.
ate, right?
Eat.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Then comes V3. V3 is called the past participle, right? Past
Mm.
participle form of verb. And eat will become eaten, right? Then
Eaten.
V4, yeah, V4 is called the plural form, right?
Mm.
And this, how do you make something verb plural? You make it by adding S, ES, or IES. There is a rule for this, but we will see it in advanced grammar, not right now. Okay, so the word will be eats, right? E-A-T-S, eats, right? And the last
Okay.
form is called V5, is called the ing form, right?
Mm.
Ing form. And the word will be eating,
Eating.
right? This is the
Yes, sir.
basis, this is the basic of normal basic grammar. These are the things, these are the building blocks of grammar. And I would want you to go through this, everything that we have done. I would want you to go through this. Tomorrow, you have no class with me. So please use this time to learn about it. Okay. Go through
Okay.
all this, go through all the pages that we have covered. Go through
Okay.
everything. Yeah. Right, from the
Yes, sir.
beginning. What is parts of speech? How many parts of speech are there? What is the definition? How do you do this? Everything. I will give you a test day after tomorrow. When you come to the class, immediately I will give you a 5 minutes test with MCQs, multiple choice questions, that you will have to appear in the class itself, and only then we will go further. Yeah?
Okay. Okay.
Any questions? Do you have any questions so far?
Sir, subject G1, G2, sir.
Hmm. I will.
Uh, names and things.
No, there are, but as of now, you learn it like this, that in G1, you will have I, you, they, and we, right? In G2,
Okay,
you
sir.
will have he, she, it, right?
Oh,
When we
okay, sir.
learn it, he can also be uncle, he can also be father. If you say father, then also it comes under he. Mother, it comes under she. So we'll see it later. But as of now, just understand it like this, that you have got G1 and G2. In G1, you have got I, you, we, they. In in G2, you have got he, it, right?
Mm.
And in V1 is the base form, V2 is the past form, and V3 is the past participle form, V4 is the plural form, V5 is the ing form. Even if you don't understand why it is there, just take a leap of faith. Sometimes you have to just realize that it is what it is and go further. And only after that you will understand what it is. Sometimes in grammar, you just have to go with faith. It's a leap of faith you have to take. Only after you understand it, you will understand what it means.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, sir.
All right. Anything else that you have doubt?
No, sir. No.
Any question that you would like to ask?
No, sir.
All right. And thank you very much. I will share this digital notepad with you. Okay? You can
Okay.
access it
Okay.
from your end, and we will meet up tomorrow. I don't want to overload you with a lot of things. I'm just trying to keep it very simple, basic thing today. So
Okay, sir.
tomorrow, just sit down and take some time and revise all this, and then we will meet up day after tomorrow.
Okay, sir.
Okay?
Okay, sir.
All right, Bala. Thank you very
Okay.
much and have a
Thank you,
great
sir.
day. Did you
Thank you, sir.
understand something today?
Yes, sir. Understanding, sir.
Sure?
Yes, sir.
If you understand, it's good.
Okay.